I'm at Starbucks, right? And I've been here for a few minutes. These people be loading up at Starbucks, man. And that stuff ain't cheap, child. It ain't cheap. It remind me, I had my own Starbucks too. Going to 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven with my Starbucks. Looking back at my statement, shoot, we ain't been getting what we used to been getting, honey. We'll pop up here and there and get a little a icy though. If we got some points and get it close to free. But these folks spending 30. I think the last person was 50 some dollars. It was for multiple drinks for people though, but Starbucks, they getting it, honey. They is getting it, child. They is getting it in. It's crazy. Wish I could have me a little Starbucks stand, child. I'd be whipping it up. If I knew how to make them daggone drinks, honey. Let's see what you got. I'll never forget when I thought I had it going on earlier during this season. I bought bad. It was some type of cappuccino that was like almost $7. Crazy. And then I bought a, what sandwich thing was it? Something with egg white, spinach. I don't even remember, but it wasn't worth what I paid for. I only bought it because it was Starbucks. You know, we've only buy certain stuff because of the brand. And then it may make you feel some type of way. I ain't gonna tell you how it made me feel because it's absolutely crazy, child. Look at her. Although she ain't right. Sister girl is making money, honey. And I don't like the symbolism because what I see, I was supporting some nonsense. I recently supported some nonsense. I bought a $2.60 cup of little coffee. And I was sitting right up in here when I had it too, yeah. She got a star on top of her head. If anybody know what that sign means, yeah, a lot of y'all probably don't. Y'all don't be worried about signs and labels. But she's a star queen or something, and it ain't just Starbucks. But the star, put it together. All right, she's a star, and then the word bucks is behind it. They made to get your money, honey. I'm trying to be like her. Can I get your money for a blessing? I'm going to show you what the blessing going to do. You just got to send it. Okay, send some more if you sent it before. It's about to come together. I'm about this close. I'm about this close for that opening to come through. And somebody said I'm looking for a handout. No, I'm looking for a helping hand. That helping hand going to lead me to the work where I'm going to be on the clock 24/7. But I'm trying to be like Starbucks. I ain't got the star on my head, but I surely got them on my face. Is it this side? No, that's the heart. Look, we got 4 of them. I'm a starver, and I'm trying to make some bucks. Even give the bucks back, because we on the road to a mission, honey. I got to do something. I'm going to try. But anywho's, the word Nebuchadnezzar, the man, what was he? King, emperor of Babylonian times. Babylonian, root word, Babylon. We're here now. That's it's a fact. United States of America is Babylon today. Yup. And when I thought about Nebuchadnezzar and based off of what I do know, somebody remind me of him. A lot of somebodies remind me of him, but the main focal one to remind me of him today, right now, our president, Donald Trump. There's some similarities and there's many differences. But Donald Trump, as it seems, he got the power, what it seems like. He got the control, that's what it seems like. He know people, that's a fact. He's actually respected by many. That one is like, wow. He reminds me of Nebuchadnezzar because he easily help pretty much everyone out that's going through something in the United States of America, especially the poor like myself. He can help us, but he chooses not to help us. But I kind of understand what he's doing in a sense, and I'm going to try to get through that, okay? So let me say this starting off. I will not be reading any comments, because if I read the comments, I'm going to get sidetracked, and I may even not want to see what you got to say, okay? So I'm going to continue to do me like I always do, and I'll get to you when I get to you, okay? I say what I say. So, he got the power and the control to help, but in his mindset, he is helping. He reminds me of a type of parent. He also reminds me of just a person with boundaries. See, I'm very understanding. I'm not biased, even if I'm on the opposite side of the winning. So with Donald Trump, I'm going to speak on food stamps. Now, I can't lie. I agree with him how he doing certain stuff with the food stamps. If we keep giving people this free amount of money and we don't have any regulations or laws tied to it, people, anybody, they can abuse the system. Let me just say, if you've been watching me for years, I had a problem with that. I was like, some of these people, especially ones that I knew, they had jobs. They might not have made that much, but they didn't report the jobs that they was doing. They just was getting a handout for free and getting it with no problem. And I guess I got jealous. The hand went to the neck because, yeah, one of them ones. I guess I got jealous or whatever the word is, because I couldn't get them, and I knew that I needed the extra help, even though I was working during the time when I was trying to get them. But got a little bit sidetracked. I understand why he placed rules on the SNAP, because if there aren't any rules set in place, people can do whatever they want to do, how they want to do it, when they want to do it, where they want to do it. So I don't knock him for doing what he's doing when it comes to the SNAP. But, I ain't done. In a sense, it's like a parent teaching their children responsibility. You don't want to continue to enable your child. You want to teach your child independence. You want to teach the people, you got to get out here for yourself and do something. I get that. But it seems like there'd be a lack of understanding that Donald Trump may not understand that everybody's situation is different. Some of it, and then this is the part that people be like, that ain't it. I'm going to tell you what's mine. Some of it can be spiritual warfare. Some of it can be to lack of poor choices. You have made poor choices in your past, and I'm one of the ones who always said, your past is going to follow your ass. At least for me. You can try to right your wrongs. You can do all that you can, but you got to go through some things, especially if you believe in the spiritual realm. That's me. All right? I understand what he's doing. Do I like it? No, but I definitely understand, because if I was in his position, I would do something similar. You can't just keep getting this. No, you got to put some rules behind it. If you want this, you're going to have to go to work for it. Because, as we should all know, nothing in life is free. But guess what? This is what I meant. I hope that my case that I'm trying to build is being built when I say it. And it's understood. And if not, I'm going to go to the grave with it. The United States feel as though we the people owe them something. That's just how I feel. Have you ever felt like somebody owed you? Have you ever felt like I owed you? Did you give me something? Did you give me some finance, and in the back of your head or the middle part of it, maybe in your frontal lobe, did you say, oh, she owed me, she's going to do something? Anybody that you ever helped in your life, have you ever had the thought, oh, they're going to owe me? I want you to be realistic about it, because a lot of people acting like they so fake and don't understand that a lot of us do feel as though people owe them in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But depends on who you are, depends on what you did, depends on what you've done. Don't nobody owe you. But maybe I am just the problem trying to create a problem, and maybe I am trying to fight against God's word, but that's not what it is. Hopefully he know my heart. Don't our parents expect us to owe them something? Don't they look at it like, I raised you, I brought you into this world, I took care of you, so when it's my turn, you need to take care of me? Isn't that a form of owing them? Or to say honoring them, because that's what God says. I guess we'll stick with what we're taught. Honor thy mother and father. Right? I'm going to go with both. Still owe. Because some people look at certain things. You owe them. Back to Nebuchadnezzar. Back to Trump. These people, I strongly feel like they feel as though we the people, whoever we the people are, owe them something. Even if they have everything they can possibly have in the world. We owe them something. That's just my opinion. Now, what else did Nebuchadnezzar do? Nebuchadnezzar, I remember how did the story, I'm going to sum it up. He had everything. Like he literally had everything. But he had a lot of pride. He chose not to help the poor. If he would have helped the poor, the story, how it came up to me, better off, like he would have gained more than what he had if he just would have repented his sin of pride and helped the people when they needed help. That reminds me of Donald Trump. Donald Trump definitely reminds me of, however you pronounce Nebuch's name, Nebuchad name. If he did what the Lord sees as pleasing, he will be in a better position. He would be. He would be. Definitely. He's a human. He's made mistakes. He isn't perfect. If he showed this particular trait, he'll be better. Now remember, Donald Trump said that he was a Christian. Or did he say he was a Christian? Or did he just show a Bible? Donald Trump don't believe in God. Not the one in the heavenly realm. Not the omniscient God that I serve. The one that I'm really trying to serve. He don't worship him. No, he don't. It's been proven on many times, although I ain't got the proof to show it to you, but he don't serve God, big G-O-D. No, he's for little G-O-D. He's a God himself on that pedestal. Very prideful, you know. Make America great again. As I said, make America hate again. Feel free to look up Nebuchadnezzar. However you pronounce his name. Because I don't be thinking I can be pronouncing it right. But look up his story. Educate yourself a little bit on him. And don't compare to Trump, but I just found similarities, very much so similar in many different ways. And then they're different in many ways as well too. But I just thought about that for some reason. So I was thinking about me going out here trying to get some help, you know, with these resources and child. Yeah. And then I was thinking about the timing of things. It's not funny, but it's very not a coincidence that I ended up homeless during this particular type of time. I don't know if y'all know what the year 2026 is equivalent to. If you do, drop it in the chat. If you don't, seek and you shall find. I'm not going to say it. But I found it very coincidental that I ended up homeless in the year of 2026. Don't let the tears fall. And the song is doing it. One thing about that I would never do ever, if I can, if I have the power and control to control myself, I would never judge someone's story and say who isn't called to do what when it comes to God. Because God chooses whoever he sees fit to do something. He doesn't call the call. Is that how they say it? Let's say if you don't have the qualifications on paper, if God chose you, oh, he chose you for a reason. And you ain't got to have it on paper to do something. There's a lot of us right now that's walking a certain walk that a lot of people would not be able to understand. And this is truthful. There's a lot of things that people are going through right now, especially if they share it online or with people that they know. People are going to be questioning them like, what's wrong with you? If you tell them what you're going through, they're going to tell you, oh, you're not going through that. Because they don't know you and they don't know what God is calling you to do. And you may not even know in its entirety what God is calling you to do. But you know you are called to do something meaningful. It's one of the ones. But I had to do some real, I'm going to call it Bible study. I ended up homeless. It didn't start in this year, but the ending, how it 2026. This, I'm gonna call it the spiritual 2026. And then we heading it towards 2027. Oh my. We heading in towards some new times, honey. Very spiritual. I'm even call this a 6-7, but not the way that you know the lingo is defined today. We are heading into 6-7 times. 2026 is what year, people? Do you know? Or based off of what we see, and if you are educating yourself, what do you believe for the year of 2026 to be equivalent to the spiritual realm, the spiritual war that's going on? Because remember, it's a battle with the souls, it's a battle with principles and principalities, it's a battle of good and evil. I found it very, I need to have a dictionary to find a better word. What is it? It's something.
Good morning, Miss Lee. Can you come to Starbucks, please? Starbucks.
She needs some help. I told y'all to hire me, but I don't have any experience. Hopefully I can get the boss lady on camera. Although my camera is sucky. The black lady. Because if it's Monday morning, oh, this whole daggone area gonna be locked. The line gonna be way, 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 way back all the way in the store part. That's how Starbucks be, honey. Oh, that's the little heifer. She walked past. I don't know if y'all caught her. I ain't mean to call her. Lord, I'm not mad at her. Because if I'm mad at her, then I'm mad at you. I just was bothered. Goodness. What else? I'm about to listen to these prices. Oh, Lord. I'm nosy. Holy moly. All they had to do was hide me, child. Been right early. You see him here early morning. I'll be ready for work, child. I'll be ready, honey. I told, I told the lady that worked there, I said, I watched the YouTube how to do the video. She said, well, yeah, that's how most people are learning things today. I said, yeah, and I think it was almost a 2-hour video. I said, I know what to do. My memory, when it comes to certain things, I'm quick with it. I could do the job. I just gotta know your placement, where everything at. That's what I had to learn, where everything at. But watching YouTube, I watched because I just knew I was gonna get the job, child. Shit. That black lady didn't even call my phone. And then you can't expect all black folk to help you, child. She about to come through this camera. Come through the camera, girl. And it's crazy because she looked like an extended part of the family. It looked like she literally kin to some of the folks I know. Her face shape just looked like a kinfolk person. That's why I thought ooh, so much for having hope. That's better life, but that's still ugly. Yup, girl, Starbucks. I am really trying to be like you, honey, because the people don't. They say the name, but they don't even know what it means. And the star on the dollar, stars on the dollar. That mean I'm on the dollar too. I'm gonna tap into it. I'm gonna tap into it. I just gotta get the opportunity first, child. Cause depending on the system, man, wait. Although that's the part. Let's speak on. Has anybody just had a time when it came to you being in a situation facing hardship? And I'm only talking to the believers. You're in a situation where you know you need help. Okay? You need it and you want it. And you're doing all that you can do. But it seems like the doing that you're doing, you don't have no control within it. So when it comes to the belief part, you know something got to be going on. Only you know your full story. Only you know you. You know what you do, you know what you don't do. Now with that being said, let's go to him. There comes a time where God does things for a reason. If we see that doors are being closed, opportunities are not coming. I'm speaking to you right now, so try to fill it in when you can, okay? If the doors are closed and the opportunities are not coming, what do you feel as though, what do you feel as though is going on? Something got to be going on, right? And it has to be on us, right? Or does it got something to do with him? Let's say in your past. Oh no, Lee, I'm gonna get off track. I was doing good. That's how can I present it? Can God be teaching you to depend on him? Is God telling you to stay still in this season? Is God teaching you patience in this season? Is God protecting you in this season? It may seem like rejection, but he knows and sees what we don't know and what we can't see. What could it be? I don't know. What could it be? Is he teaching us a lesson? I did just say teaching. Oh, did I say lesson? Patience? I forgot. Call on the Lord. Wait on the Lord. Trust and believe in his timing. Faith without works is dead. You gotta act on things. This is one of the ones we just gotta see it through and have faith. All I can tell you is when this right here, what I'm going through, it don't make no type of sense at all. It really don't. It don't. It is not. Even trying to go talk to the daggone pastor, 3 of them. They ain't never been through it neither. They ain't, only, this is between me and the Lord. Just don't nobody know. I don't even know. Okay? I do not know. Pastors don't know. The pastors are not God. They just called, if they called, to do what hopefully the Lord told them to do. And then in my defense, they still ain't do it because I need help. Where is it? You supposed to help. You the man. I know what I read in the Bible, but I can't find the scripture. You supposed to help me. You supposed to see me for who I am and want to know that I want to help myself. You supposed to help me, put me in the right direction. Not give me the same resources that's already been given. It ain't doing nothing. Supposed to help me tap into me. I wouldn't want to be a pastor. That's a lot of work. Because some of these folks, humans, the folks that I done witnessed, they really think the pastors are God. No, you can't look to the pastor I can't explain it, but if anybody knows, God is the one who's going to do the doing. Now, he may do some doing through the pastor, but the pastor is not God. The pastor is human like you and I, honey. We flesh, babes. Ain't nobody here on earth perfect. Some of these folks really think you putting is bad enough to see. We ain't did now reconnected. What did I say? Understanding it is a lot for a dad to be a pastor. They gotta do with so much. That ain't fair that I can't speak the truth, sir. That's a lot. It's a job. That is a job. That's why I know why some of them do what they do, that I got in the hook switch left around here. You better go into that purse and that pretty book, honey, and give it to the Lord. That's what you better do. But yeah, that's a job in itself. Yeah, I deal with OTP. Other. No, hold up. PP. Other people's problems. I didn't say where I get OTP from. Short bus. But child, I don't need a hand out. I just need help in the hand so that this hand can go and get the help. Just know it ain't gonna be nothing easy about it. I got to, once I get the help to get me to the help. Oh baby, I got to work my ass off. Okay, because it ain't gonna be cheap this go around because of my past mistakes. I need the help to go to the help, get the help, and then get to work. That's what I need, child. Because this ain't working. And then if this don't work again, hey, the Lord is in control. But I just got to keep on doing the little work that I can do to make the little money that I can make, you know. But I'm about to make a change because I just feel like it's stupid to keep waiting for nothing. Although, ooh, patience. I won't know unless I act. It's one of the ones. I won't know what they got over there. I don't want to turn all the way. Let me try to. Yes, this is a beautiful area. So nosy. It's so obvious too. Short bus. I was supposed to go and get breakfast this morning. I ain't even feel like it. I didn't feel like it. So I'm just gonna get up and go. And I was up hours early. I rode right past it and was like, oh well. And then my brother said, you did right anyway, because it's not good to eat bacon and sausage anyway. I would have went, I would have got it, and I would have ate it. Child. These 8 months still feel new. Like every day it still feels new in a sense. It really feels new. I just know it's also getting the people they getting a little more wild. They attitudes are coming out. I experienced it over the last several weekends, especially with this warm weather coming out. And where I was, that's why I try not to be. Now they tell you if you want to stay safe that you're supposed to sleep somewhere in the open where there's light. I'm not one that agrees with that because I feel as though if I do that, especially I'm in a city, people walk by, I'm gonna have to deal with the people if they ain't focused on them. If they see a homeless person there, keep in mind these are the same people who got cars, got jobs, and living in houses. And they see someone like me laying wherever I choose to lay, and they choosing to have a problem with me as if I'm causing a problem unto them. I don't like that. That's why I've been really praying to the Lord on my case. Help me. I'm trying to get the help. I'm trying to help myself. I need you to help me. Because you know me. I've been holding back a lot. I've been wanting to tell somebody about themselves because just live your life, have fun, drink your drink, smoke your smoke, because that's what they be doing around here. The ones who be doing it. Cut. So that's why I take my ass in the woods with all the goddamn animals and have to wake up to stupid. At least I just woke up to birds and that's only nothing else really. Besides the little critters. I deal with that and let it go. But I ain't got time for that. Getting cursed out. Because people mad. I ain't in y'all way. I'm not literally on a sidewalk and I'm on the sidewalk. I'm not in the way of folks. I try to be in the cut beside a building, blah, 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 and be going through it. I don't like that. Because I literally just want to have a talk with you. And it wouldn't do nothing because people feel how they feel. But I'm like, what is your issue? You living your life. You good. If anything, you should ask me, hey, do you need some help? Not always finance. Do you need some type of help? If I can help you, let's see what we can do. I don't need your attitude. I gotta do what mine's enough. That shit been pissing me. The last several weeks have gotten. It's been crazy. And I'm gonna say, luckily, the last few times, I'm glad that I did not impulsively get up and leave. I'm glad that I stayed. That person that do stay attached to me when we were together, I'm glad that they was next to me because when you is more than one, and she a big block, and that looks like something because they do look like she can just sling somebody, especially me. I'm glad that she was with me the time when she was because I had I don't even want to tell that story. I don't. If I would have put that story on my GoFundMe, but that'll seem like I'm making somebody feel sorry for me. But if you knew the whole story of what I had to go through, come on now. That way I'd be like, damn, I know the world is getting colder because if you call yourself, let me leave that alone, but something is supposed to be everything to people, and you're supposed to help people when you really see when they're in need. And when you see that people ain't helping you when you're in need, that's just a terrible feeling, and it's coming from a delusional, a dysfunctional aspect that didn't want to be called out. Let's speak on call. You do know when you speak the truth and share certain information that wasn't supposed to be shared because somebody said it wasn't supposed to be shared, you're going to have a problem. You know you're going to be an outcast, right? They said you try to do something, the ones that you may know. Let's say you used to do something and you know that something ain't really right, but you make it right because you live in your life and you got one life to live. Let's say you get tired of doing that something. So you try to make a change to not do that something. And let's say the something that you was doing with these people looking like, you can't change. We've been doing this since forever. What's wrong with you? You do know that you're going to be a problem at Target, right? You do know that you're now misunderstood. You do know now that you are not their real problem, but they can make you the scapegoat of a deeper problem within. You do know that certain folks ain't supposed to talk about certain stuff, right? Yeah. I always said, oh well, I'm not gonna not speak the truth. I don't care who it involves. And I still stand by that. Yep. I still stand by it, even though I'm at where I'm at. I'm gonna tell you about yourself. You ain't gotta like it. That's why you don't like me, because I done told you about yourself. I done hit something that's the truth. Because if it weren't the truth, you wouldn't be acting out. I'm just saying. That just no sense. What time is it? Lord, still. You're moving without the approval of many. That don't apply to me. I already did that. We already did that 1 month ago, Ashley girl. Somehow these messages be popping up. You do know if somebody ain't give you permission to do something, they're gonna have a problem with you, right? I remember when I moved, somebody asked me who gave you permission. And I was like, who is this? Because I didn't know the name. It wasn't familiar at all. I was like, what you talking about? But I understand it's a different type of thing, child. Telling y'all, if y'all only knew, all you gotta do is read the Bible. And I can't lead you to the daggone scriptures. They written down somewhere, but the moral of it, what we all going through in life, I mean all across the board, whether it's the realness of it or the denial of it, it's literally in the Bible through other people's stories. These very people, they was raised in families. Some of them didn't know why they was raised in a certain family, but God knew what he was doing. He put you with them people for a reason. He removes people for a reason. Everybody ain't meant to stay connected, although he wants us to be connected, but he wants us to be connected the right way, doing the right things. But it's all in the daggone Bible. That's why I don't feel left out, because whose story is similar to mine? A few of them. But that's why I do lean and go to the Bible, because it just reminds me, girl, you ain't live this life. It's more people, because you ain't the only one living this life. You're not. You won't be glad. The Bible is comforting, honey. To me it is. Although when I be hearing and seeing the truth, I'm like, ugh. It's like an uncomfortable comfort. But it's a truthful comfort. It ain't always cookie cutter and nice. It comes the way that you need. That's why I said, like, when I used to go to church, like, don't get me wrong, people can preach their tail off, but it wasn't what I needed, because it was just making me feel good. I need for somebody to place that conviction on me, because I know I got some itch going on with me. I need to work on it. That's just me. I won't go to church to have fun, to feel comfortable. I was going to church because I truly wanted to be delivered from the things that I wanted to be delivered from, and I knew I was too weak to do it. So I went to church, and then I just, never mind, that's a whole nother story in itself. But I had stopped going for years. I was like, this is not it. And then during this season, I ran back. And then during this season, it made me not want to go again. And them four walls. That's why when I did go, Kanisha, don't worry about the people. Just focus on the word. The message is being given. Hopefully it's for you. Focus on the word. You know why you're going. Don't worry about the people, because you got to remember, these are people. They're flesh like you. Some of them think they perfect. You know that they not. They daggone sure gonna judge you. That happened every single time. It surely made me feel some type of way. And that was even part of going to church, supposed to come as you are. I didn't want to come as I was, because I was worried about the people gonna judge me. It ain't matter how correct I try to correct it. These folks, they so mean behind the walls. Them be the ones, honey, I'm trying to tell you. And then especially when I had I ain't gonna say no opportunity, but I slept outside churches because I felt comfortable sleeping outside the churches. Them ones, you don't want to sleep outside the damn church, because these ones, they gonna talk about you, they gonna joke, they ain't gonna say nothing to you unless you say something to them. Then they gonna try to sweeten it up. Oh, you okay? You was not concerned if I want to open my mouth. Ran to the church because I need help, just to get rejected from the church members. And I gotta learn how not to take it personal. Just gotta pray. If I do be led to another church, that the right ones. I'm gonna say the white people did me better than the black folk, and that's nothing but the truth. The white folk treated me better. I don't care if they talked behind my back while I was in their face. They treated me the way that I wanted to be treated. They cared. And if they didn't care, they surely played their role well, and I didn't mind because I needed that care. My brownies, man. I can't explain. It's I don't know. That's why I say yes, the church is there for a reason, but the people that's up in it, man, their hearts are still far from God. I don't care what y'all say. Their hearts is far from God. They surely ain't doing what God said do. And a lot of us ain't doing it in its entirety, but some of us are trying. But the ones that literally go to church every single Sunday and for every other type of thing throughout the week, come on, y'all. I had some experiences, and they sure look dropped me to my knees, bawling, crying. That's all I could do because you hurt my feelings. I'm sensitive, especially when you stand for the church. Come on, that you go to church. Oh my Jesus. Then I had popped up. I forgot what the people are, but these people, y'all know how what a moo right? These people, they wear, what culture is this? Swahili? Is it Swahili? Ooh, what is them? What are they? They not Arab. They brown like me. They speak a different language. When they go to the church services, they wear these white little head coverings and white little wraps, whatever they are. Um, Somebody, they thought that I was one besides this. I looked like a couple of them. But I walked into that church, oh no. Nope. I didn't even know what they were saying. There's no need for me to be there. They won't speak no English. But the vibe felt cool, but I had to walk right on out. I don't belong here. I don't know what you're saying, but they pretty much be at church every single day of the week. They got something going on every single day of the week for this ethnic background. I need to figure out what they are. Yeah, even in order to get into the church, you do have to wear a white covering. I like that. Even the men, everybody gotta do it. It don't matter what you wear to church, you gotta put that white covering on. So when I see them, like I know what time it is, church time, but I need to figure out what they are. The one type of church I didn't go to was all ethnic background churches in this area, like literally. The Chinese folks. They be worshiping. I watch videos on YouTube. Some of them be sounding like our cultural brown folks, black background, but they just speak their language. I don't think I work that job for real, because that's a lot. So she went off whatever she ordered with light sugar. Now everybody lights are different. It'll be one of the ones where you really gotta just know what you're doing and know what they want. I still don't get why the people just don't buy the stuff at home and make their own and save money. I think it's the experience of buying from Starbucks. Because there's no way that you literally are comfortable. Well, here's the way. You gonna pay $7 to $8 for a latte? Girl, go to 7-Eleven. Download the app. A triple less than the price. Starbucks. For those who wasn't here at the beginning, I'm gonna tell you what Starbucks about. So Star is a lady. They got a lady. Well, she could be a transgender. She could be it might be a man, but it looked like a lady, okay? And she ain't got no fingers. I'm gonna say she got webs. What is that thing? It look like hooves. She got hooves to me. Some type of hoof. And she got like a little crown on her head, but it's a star in the center. So you know you go to Starbucks. Star is the root word. Hey, I got them on my face. 4 of them. Starbucks. And then Bucks. Bucks. What's Bucks? Now, we ain't talking about no deers. We ain't talking about horns. We talking about dollar. Starbucks. Okay. Yep, the star. Your money keeping the business alive and thriving. Yep, keeping the name going, babes. Keeping the name going. You know you a label. I ain't gonna call you a hoe, but you a label thing. We like our labels. I'm a label one too. Goodwill, Salvation Army. Oh Lord. Gabe's, Marshalls, Dollar Tree. We like our labels, child. Yup. Shout out to Starbucks. You can send them over here first today if you're going to get some Starbucks. It's going to a purpose. I'm gonna show you the purpose when we get it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. This may take a little time, but we're gonna get it. And you can say you did that. And I'm gonna say shout out to the Lord for allowing it. Because it's him for me through you. Because that's how it works. Blessings from other people. That's how the church works. That's why the church still open, because we the people keep it open. Well, not we. You. And maybe not you. Somebody. That's how it works. Yeah. We keep it open. I'm church too. I'm the walking body. Can we put some money in the church? I mean, this be sounding, I'm just being real with it. They say you better go in that purse, go in that book, and you better sow these seeds to the Lord. Which is true, but you don't know everybody's situation. They make a sow a seed, but it may not be their time because they may have to go through their. It's one of them ones. You got to have faith, I guess. You just got to have faith. But you also got to have discernment to know when a word is for you. Because I know I done planted some seeds while having faith, but I think I was stupid doing that because I can't explain it, but I just know what it is. I planted some seeds because I would listen to these folks' messages, and they was like, you better do this now. You need to do this at this time. That's how the preachers be doing too. Do this right now, and your blessing is coming. I had faith only because, girl, it was stupidity. I said what I said. That was not the right thing to do at that time. There's nothing wrong with sowing them seeds. But just because this person said do it at this time, like they said right now you got to do it, then there comes a time when you have to do something right now. But is that your time? So you got to know. You just got to know. And you hear me though, I just can't get it out right. You just got to know who and who not to listen to. I don't know if I got my seeds back or not. I don't know. But I had faith, and I ain't had no problem sending it. I sent it with the quickness. I said, all right, let me, yeah. I'ma wait. You just said to come. Damn. I'll try again. And try again. And try again. And try again. Just keep on giving. Keep on giving. Waiting for a breakthrough and a blessing. Yep, that's what I do. I did it. I did. And it came from y'all. And with mines. And I ain't have a problem because I was like, yeah, we're gonna do this. One thing about it, I be having something going on. I don't know what it is, but I be believing something. I'm like, yeah, look, you know my heart. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And them people, because baby, trust and believe, you're written down in my book. All them cash apps. Some of y'all the same one from the GoFundMe. But you was on the list, honey, because we wanted to do something, because we feel guilty for receiving. You just don't know the real me. I'm gonna ask for the help, but I be feel guilty like I don't deserve to receive help when I need help. Maybe that's part of why I can't get blessed the way I want because I feel guilty of receiving. It don't make sense, but it's the truth. But you ain't gotta believe it. I don't care. I don't even know why I shared that part, but I'm waiting, child. I'm waiting. I just wish Nebuchadnezzar today and Trump, he would do something differently with certain stuff. I wish the people behind him, because remember, he's just the frontal, just the being being used. I wish the people behind him told him what to do when it comes to helping certain people. Because there's a solution out here. We just need somebody to present it, and then he got to have daggone money. It's one of the ones, child. It's one of the ones. What time is it? We're getting closer. Oh, my God. Yeah, this is getting boring. All this time I'm sitting on here, I could be on the clock making somebody's fucking money. Man's beginning them part of it. Don't make sense. I'm telling you, this season don't make sense. And I ain't even still sharing everything. I'm sharing what I feel as though you can have common sense to pick, but it don't make sense at all. It does not. But then it make me feel like you gotta be. It's something meaningful. You can't see it. But I know what I'll never let go of. My faith ain't gonna happen. No, because the only reason I made it this far, it won't by me. Because if it, I ain't even gonna say what I would say. It won't just me. It was not me at all by myself. Nope. Absolutely not. There's no way. Because you don't even know the half. I'm holding on to this little warrior mark on my wrist from that. I'm gonna say I was going in a middle block. I remember my karate, honey. It comes in handy when it comes in handy, child. Oh my God. That's why the only thing I was thinking about kids, man. If I was to ever have any, I'm a protector, but I know I can't always be with my child. My baby got to know something, because there's some crazy folks out here. That's why I don't want to bring nothing into this world. Although, there's something in the bun. There's something in the oven right now. There's something in the oven. Definitely something in the oven, child. I'm about to cry for something I ain't got. That's so sad. But I be thinking about the bulk of it. Girl, don't you cry? You don't even have no kids. What you crying for? I think it's because of what's in the oven. Oh, child, something's in the oven. Oh, Lord. Y'all need that help. I need that help, honey. Ooh, Lordy. I got some work to do. Oh, these daggone. Man, baby, I got nothing but papers. I think that's the bulk of the weight in my book bags. Writing stuff down. Journal is done, but I ain't throwing it away because I got some important stuff in my hand. I'm holding on to what I wrote down, child. Hopefully I see it through. Hopefully I see it through, because, my God. My nose got a cramp in it. That don't make sense. Not a cramp, but it's stinging. Ooh. It's not a good feeling. This man burning a hole in there to get you. I ain't better looking you far. tweeze my eyebrows. I don't know why my lips looking like this, child. It's the bad lighting. That's terrible. I gotta do something about that. Nope. They ain't even the color that they are on the screen. Alright, let's get to the see what's in the trap. I don't know if that person, I ain't gonna call no names, but we had one person that sent us something, and our prayers went up for you, sister. I hope you felt it, because we really went to prayer. What in the world? Must have had some residue. Oh my lord. Girl. I don't know what it be. Just put it on, just to wipe it off. I should have checked first. I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly. Till I touch the sky. Make a wish, make a change, and break away. Make a change and break away. I'm gonna learn. Still need help though. Somebody gotta teach me how to spread my wings so I can fly. I ain't never learned that before, but I'm teaching myself. I'm gonna tell you how some people can fake like they believe the Lord. No, I ain't about it, but folks know. They can say one thing, show one thing, and then play a role. So sad. It's so sad. Just like the guy that I met, the one that y'all seen or heard on my lives. He's one of the few. We literally had a whole conversation about spirituality. And he literally said out of his mouth, he don't believe. He literally said this. And I didn't judge him. I think I shared that with y'all. I was like, I didn't judge him because everybody got a right to believe what they want to believe. But then in the same sense, now I know you watching me. You monitoring. You made sure it was your duty. You was going to watch me. You going to give me a necklace or try to give me a necklace with a cross on it, but you don't believe in Christ? I wouldn't dare take that. I don't know what's on it. What's the intent behind it? No. But you can wear it. Thank you for thinking of me. But no, that don't even sound right. Someone give you a cross, a necklace, and explain the reason why they give it to you because you believe in Jesus, but they don't believe in Jesus. Depends on how you look at it. Some folk won't have a problem with it. I ain't have a problem with it, but I'm like, no, I know better. I know better. Then there's something else I can say I was ignorant with too, but I told the Lord I'm in need of help. I ain't even gonna say what it is, but I think that's what part of the reason why the blockages did occur more. Not everybody that pray for you with an A. They can pray for you with an E. Not everybody that says they want the best for you or they wish you the best, they don't really mean that. It may say that because it sounds like the best thing to do, but they don't really mean it. And everything is just falling apart now when I'm trying to reach this mission. I just got this months ago, and it seemed like I ain't gonna say what I think did it because I could be wrong. But there's no way that I did this on my own. And I do believe it. I ain't gonna blame it. But this is crazy. This ain't even 3 months worth. And it won't that cheap. I got to hold on to this because I gotta have a charger. And the chargers, the cheap, this was like $11. That ain't cheap to me. Might have been 12. And I got it from here. Shit. Everything high, but the daggone quality of it is not just. I'll have to put that on the list too, because I already know I'm gonna end up having to need another one. Stupid. Every time, stuff just be coming out the woodwork. Something else, I gotta buy something else too. I'm gonna work on it. But don't make no damn sense. I ain't lying. This is a movie that I'm ready to change roles in. Honestly. Yeah, I'm about to go because I got to try to make some shake a little bit. But for real, if you think about it, the help is truly needed, honey. The help will be shown once we get what we're going to get. Oh, I'm going to show the reason what it's going towards because we need to help ourselves, right? Let's see what else we left off on. Nothing. Good morning. Hope that y'all have a good day today. It's not the start of the week. Yesterday was the start of the week. But second day of the week. Enjoy it, y'all. Have a good day. Stay safe, too.